really focus on your digital presence online. So, I know you guys are eating, but if anybody can pull out their phone and just do this quick search. So, Frances Brown is one of your newer members. She relocated to Tampa from I don't remember where. Now, if there's still no way that I've seen on T-Boo's website to go look up each other. So if you don't remember each other's names and happen to have your business cards on hand, how do we really find each other? It literally requires for us to get to know each other. But if I said, oh, I met this girl named Frances Brown, and she's a coach in Tampa, I want you to type in on your phone, on whatever search browser you do, just type Frances Brown, coach, Tampa, and tell me what you find. Tell me what you find. Tell me if you find her.
Football coach is the first one.
Okay, all right. Now, let's say you remembered meeting Trudy, and she's in Tampa and she does TV. You don't even know my last name. Type in Trudy, TV, Tampa.
Trudy TV Tampa.
There you go. You pop right
Okay,
up.
all right.
Media
Now,
personality.
let me ask you this. Going back to Frances again as an example. She just relocated to this town, so she's not familiar with Tampa. If Frances needed to find a mechanic, a plumber, what do you think Frances is going to do as a new person in Tampa?
Google.
She's going to Google it. Even though she's looking for a local mechanic or plumber. So the point I'm trying to make is we're all trying to build a business, and while this in-person networking is great and does work, you cannot ignore your online presence. You cannot ignore your online presence, because even if your ideal client is literally 2 physical doors down from you, they're going to start a search online for whatever it is they're looking for. So to ignore your online presence is not a good idea. So, having said that, I want to ask you, how many of you have, you're somewhat active on social media? Social media. Okay, you're active on social media. How many of you, especially the ones who put your hands up, have blogs or create videos?
Videos, I create videos.
You create videos. Okay. So here's the thing. If you are active on Instagram, for example, busy on Instagram, doing well on Instagram, Facebook, these social media platforms are what they call closed gardens. What's inside that platform is only visible on the platform. But if you did a blog, or you did something on your website, and somebody went and did that same browser search, it will be found. The only thing that's findable is that you have an Instagram profile, is that you have a Facebook profile, but your activity inside those social media platforms is not visible for a search. So once again, if someone's trying to find the service that you offer, you are not an option. You are not an option if you're not findable on the places they go looking. You're not an option, okay? So what I want you to do, now I have, some of you have already done it, but I have the Reachology score that you plug, you answer some questions, and it gives you a baseline score, and that's a proprietary tool I developed for your current level of influential reach. And what do I mean by that? A lot of us are big fish in small ponds. Everybody here knows Elanite, for example, but outside of this, if I go outside, just right out here, nobody outside of this room knows Elanite, for example.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, maybe not. Okay, but the point is, yeah, so you want to jump ponds and grow again. You want to jump outside your little peer group that you're well known and begin to build audiences to your city, to the nation, and who knows, maybe even the world if your service is that kind of thing, if it have a global reach. So that's the first point I want to make. You really want to focus on your digital thing. Now, why the digital footprint matters is not just that. A lot of the social media activity that you're doing, which is great because you should be using your social media free social media as your broadcast channel. Should be doing it. But if you remember, those posts also have a very short life. You post it, and by the next 2-3 posts, it's dropped down and it's out of view. Whereas if you did do a blog or a video, it has a longer shelf life. So this, if you're not already doing a blog, write down medium.com. Medium.com is a free place that you can post an article. But here's the big thing about it. When you put in your byline, your name, your website and all that, Medium has a strong domain score. High domain score. So it will give you a high value backlink to your site. And it's also one of those posts that can be findable online. So even if you're not currently blogging, at least put a post on medium.com that points back to you. Okay, so do that, and that doesn't cost you anything. Now, how many of you have Googled your name? Is anything coming up about you on page 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. And you want to make sure that that you start doing that with your keywords and see how much are you coming up and what keywords you can really work for. And really focus on what is the things that's going to bring attention to your business, and making videos in question response form is going to help. As I promise you, if you search your industry right now, if there's no video coming up under your keyword, you make a video for that keyword and you have a strong possibility coming up on page 1 simply because you made a video. Okay?